Hello and welcome back to the second edition of Chirpy Chops and How to Be English. My name is William Winklebottom Smythe. I bet you weren't expecting that Smythe part at the end. Actually, you probably weren't expecting the Winklebottom part either. Well, that is my name, William Winklebottom Smythe. Now, before you ask, I don't actually have any winkles on my bottom, but anyway, thank you for thinking about that. The English love to queue. There's nothing quite like a good queue. It's so much fun standing there, just like idiots, waiting for something, almost anything, to happen. If you see a queue, just join it. Must be for some useful purpose. Like most things in England, queues are organised. There is etiquette. You can start a queue at any time, and you have the right to be called the head of the queue, which is a very important position, I can tell you. The people who join the queue after you should stay in line at the time at which they joined. There should not be any queue hopping or attempts to move to the front of the queue. If you do try to queue hop, your fate is very much in your hands. You are due a fate worse than death, which is the disdain of your fellow queuers for the rest of your queuing life. The English love tea. Almost any excuse is taken to have a cup of tea. There are 2 times of the day devoted exclusively to tea. One is at 11 o'clock in the morning, and the other is at tea time, at 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Hidden magical qualities are given to a cup of tea, and the English are also very kind. If you suffer a car accident, for example, people nearby will often invite you into their homes for a cup of tea while you're waiting for an ambulance and hovering between life and death. Do feel free to accept their invitation, because this is probably the only time when you will be invited into their home. And the English are also very accommodating, as long as you don't drop any blood on the carpet. The tea is usually quite good, and they might even offer you a biscuit before you die. You never know. When you are introduced to somebody new in England, you say, "How do you do?" and you offer them a somewhat damp squid of a handshake. Do not shake their hand too strongly, because you've only just met them and you don't want to touch anything too stiff. You know what I mean? Also, you've only just met them and you should not show them too much enthusiasm, because you need to maintain your English reserve. It is considered bad manners to question somebody too closely and to get too personal on first meeting them. This is where the British weather comes to the rescue, After all, it has to serve some useful purpose because it doesn't actually often lighten up one's day. You say it's a nice day even if it isn't, and get involved in a longer conversation on the weather. This may lead you to be feeling a little ill, which may arouse some sympathy and enables you to retreat to some corner where you don't have to engage further in any inane conversation. Thank you very much for joining me on this second edition of How to Be English, and I do so hope that you will follow me in further editions. So it's bye for now from me, William Winklebottom Smythe. Thank you.